welcome back to MatTalk with Star. I'm Coach Alyssa here, your host, and I am very excited to welcome you to our first full episode. This episode, I'll be joined with Coach Lauren.
Hi, everyone.
Lauren.
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks. I'm so excited to be on the podcast. It was so fun listening to all of your ideas and figuring out how to put it together that I am honored to be the first guest. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, I can't wait. Lauren, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Lauren. I go at the gym by Lo. Those are my initials, L-O, but I really just did it because we used to have a lot of Laurens in the gym, and it just got very confusing between what kid that was being called, and I just figured that it would be easier to just change the name a bit. So I go by Coach Lo. I am currently the coach of Junior Gold, Medium Junior 3, and Senior White, Small Senior 3. The past couple of years, I've done Level 3 at the gym. It seems to be where I've found sort of a home. It doesn't mean it's necessarily always going to stay like that, but I do like Level 3. I think it's an interesting mix of kids and ability levels, and it's been something that I've been working at for a while, so pretty proud of it. I've been coaching at Star this is my 10th year. And
wow.
Before that, it's a long time. Before that, I was coaching other places, and I also have a lot of cheer experience in every area you could possibly imagine, from high school to all-star to college. So I've been around a long time. I think I started all-star cheering in 1997, which is it doesn't feel that long ago, but most people weren't even born at that point. So a lot of my athletes don't even know what 1997 was. And then somehow, I don't even know really how it all started, but I got interested in the whole advertising part of All-Star Cheer. And right about when Facebook was starting to promote businesses a little bit more than just personal accounts, I really just took an interest in it and started to do all of the Star Athletics media accounts. And at first it was very collaborative, and we all kind of worked together, and then it just kind of blossomed into my job. And I am completely self-taught. I love doing the media for our gym because I really believe in it, and it's fun to show the world what we do. So it's one of my favorite things about my role at Star. I really take a lot of pride in showing off what goes on at our amazing gym. I think that it's really important for the kids to have something to be proud of, and then their moms and dads as well can share it, and all their family members can share all the cool things that happen inside of both New Jersey and Atlanta. I'm proud to do both of them. So it is pretty cool that I get to be included in an operation that happens miles and miles away. It's pretty fun. And another fun fact, I guess, this year is my first year as a Star mom.
Yes!
I have a little daughter, Avery. She just joined Tiny Twinkles, and she had her first team reveal yesterday, and she's super excited, and I hope that it works out this year where she can be a superstar performer. Our fundamentals program is perfect for little kids. It's basically, a recreational program. You do a few showcases here or there. It's non-competitive, so it's more or less like a dance recital kind of situation for these kids, and it's very fun for their whole families to come and see them. So I can't wait to see Avery at showcase. It would be super fun to see that. After all of my work as a coach, I think it's going to be fun to see my daughter do it too. So that's it.
Yeah, Avery's first team reveal went really well.
Yeah, it really did. It was a unique team reveal, but I think the one-on-one attention helped her. We did our best to see every kid individually, so she didn't get lost in the crowd. She's only 3, so putting her in a room with a bunch of other people might have scared her, but we all got to be with her individually, which was really fun.
Well, welcome, Lauren, to our podcast here. So our first segment is leadership symbols. So, Lauren, what leadership symbol do you think you are?
I am fairly certain, I actually asked Alyssa earlier today, or I asked you earlier, that I am a megaphone at cheer practice. And anything that comes to cheer, I do believe that I'm a megaphone. And it's actually kind of funny that I'm saying this, because if you ask my husband what I was, he would not say I was a megaphone, but I am a completely different person in the cheer world than I am at home. So I am not always the vocal leader in all sorts of real life situations, but when it comes to cheer, I think my passion just comes out, and I tend to not be able to stop talking about it. So I do have a lot to say when it comes to cheer and coaching and making sure everyone, does things a certain way. So megaphone, definitely. I try to not be a negative megaphone, but I try to just use my, I really just think that I have a lot of experience and insight to offer to all of our athletes. So I definitely think I'm a megaphone. Sometimes they get a bad name, so I'm reluctant to say it. But
you should be a proud megaphone.
That's
the hardest one, I think.
Why do you think it's so hard?
I think because it takes the most experience.
Oh. Well, yeah.
I think.
That is true. So if I could agree with you there. I've had a lot of experience, and I hope that it comes off that way, that I only speak because I'm trying to help, and that's it. So, yep.
Alrighty. So this episode we are dedicating solely to our team reveal that we just had in New Jersey. And a quote that I found, or a quote that I know that really reminds me of our team reveal or our star events in general, is actually from the movie The Greatest Showman. It's one of my favorite movies.
Good movie, Alyssa. Love it.
It's the quote that comes up at the end of the movie. It's like the movie ends, whatever, and it's just like a black screen with the quote on it, and it is, "The noblest art is that of making others happy," from P.T. Barnum, who's actually the creator of the circus. So his job, did you know that, Lauren?
Well, that he's the creator of the circus?
Yeah, like that's his... Yeah, did you know that?
I didn't
like,
really, but I mean, I watched the movie. So.
Yeah. So, like, his whole job was, like, creating the circus, or, like, creating an event that a lot of people wanted to go to and just enjoy. And I don't know, that quote, I always think of that quote, and it really reminds me of our events that we have in our gym, or I guess, like, outside of our gym right now.
Yeah, to interrupt, I actually think about that often. There's one song that talks about, like, creating the world that you want to see. And I've talked about this before, too, that I almost wish that I could have been part of Star Athletics when I was growing up. Like, some of this stuff, I do it because I know my younger self would have really appreciated it. So this quote absolutely makes so much sense. So I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, I was even thinking about it when you were talking about Avery's first team reveal. Like, I remember as a kid, I was so, like, team reveal was so scary. Like, I had no idea what was going to be in the envelope, even though you kind of do. But being on the other side of it, I feel like I enjoy it so much more, and like I just stand there and smile for like 2 hours and just look at everyone be so happy. But to bring it back to our quote, I feel like that is something that we've really perfected over the years, like making other people happy and making events that people talk about and people like look forward to, where we're just all together at these things that are, I don't even know. They're just like so fun.
Yeah, I think it's a definite, I think that it separates our gym a little bit from other places. It's that like I feel like our kids are probably the most excited in December at Showcase. It's not even a competition that really motivates them. They're not going against anyone, and they're really not getting scored or anything. So the fact is that our event is like our events are bigger than anything that we do. And I think that we all should take a lot of pride in that. We spend a lot of time developing them as you can, as you can see from being involved in them now versus being a kid at them. So
definitely. And I remember from watching Atlanta's team reveal from just social media, everyone saying like this is the Star Way, like these events, and like they're 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
That is the Star Way. And our pictures this year were taken all by Mary Kate, so huge shout out to her. She is awesome.
I'll do a shout out. I'll do a shout out too on that. And I could incorporate the Atlanta things too. That we have some incredible parent volunteers at Star Athletics, and I know that Mary Kate offered her services for our 2-hour team reveal just recently, but they also did the same thing in Atlanta like right away. I barely had to beg anyone. I think that they already were like lined up, ready to go. They had 3 photographers, they had videographers ready, so it really makes the whole thing come together. I obviously can't be in 2 places at once, so when I get all of this media from everyone, it really is so helpful. I'm a coach, and I try to enjoy team reveal in that way, and the fact that Mary Kate was able to take all of the pictures for me is so helpful and appreciative, and all the parents appreciate it too on both ends, Atlanta and New Jersey. They get such special memories, and we are so thankful for all of our volunteers. So if you are listening and you are one of them, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for sure.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. You really contribute to this more than we can even explain. It just makes the day run so much more smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that is our quote for our team reveals, but really all of our star events in general.
Can I tell everyone how nervous we were about this event, really?
Yeah, no, totally. Wait, can I start?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move into, this is like the meat of our podcast here, like our star stories. So I was up early at the gym helping Stephanie finalize stuff and stuff envelopes. Like a little assembly line is pretty much how we do it. I don't think anyone has ever seen, we don't post any media because no one really knows the team names yet.
Right,
so it's very, very hush-hush. Right. It's this huge assembly line that we've really perfected. So I graduated 4 years ago, so this was my 4th team reveal. Yeah. So I've been stuffing envelopes with Stephanie the day before for 4 years, and we really got it down this year. We finished in record timing.
Excellent. Good. You guys have it down now.
Oh yeah, now it only took 11 years.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that goes into it. The slicing, the writing, the stuffing. It's a lot of work for sure.
But Stephanie did mention that she did have an advantage because she only did this a month ago with Atlanta.
Yeah, correct. We have now, exactly.
So we had 12. We already had 11 team reveals under our belt.
Yeah,
so we
totally were prepared. You're right.
And I left to go. I live really close to the gym, so I left to get ready and come back. And I came back like already. I was fed. I showered. I was like feeling great, and it was a room of silent chaos. Everyone had their computer out on their lap, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening here?
All right, so here's the secret. So if anyone doesn't know, we did not see our kids when they found out what team that they made. We sent them a private link to a Zoom meeting, but they didn't know what Zoom meeting it was. So our computer system, basically, if you send an email to a list, we were just very nervous that they would figure out who was on the list and what was going on. So we tried to do it as last minute as possible because we have some detectives at Star Athletics. We have a lot of people that know everything before we announce it because they're like, well, I did some algebraic equation and I put the dots together and I figured out that I'm on senior slate and so is, and they can name us every kid on the team. So I mean, these are more star secrets. We've had mishaps before where we like named new teams and I made a Twitter account for that team and then somehow everyone found it. And then now everyone knew. I think it was Junior Gold the first year we did Junior Gold. Everyone's like, we're doing Junior Gold. And I was like, I didn't even announce it yet. What are you doing?
Yes.
So,
Junior Gold and Junior Black. And people were like, oh, which one is which? Like, we can figure it out.
Right. So we try. I know that it's not the right way to do things, but sometimes we have to do things last minute for team reveal just because we don't want the detectives to figure things out.
Right. So, because of the element of surprise.
Correct. We're really trying to like hold it all together there. But this year, it just added so much stress because we wanted to send these links and we didn't want anyone to be able to match up. You know, I have this link, and then do you have it? And who else can see it? And who else is in this one? And did the coach send it, or did the gym send it? Like, so we sent out, I think, 200, I don't know how many.
270-something
270-something kids got individual links, like, before, because we were so nervous. And we were running out of time. We had to go live at a certain time. Lee's like, I'm starting it. And we were still on our computers. It was really chaotic. And I know that I have no idea. I think we made one mistake where one team didn't have a kid in it. I believe that that's true. I think it was Adriana. Hey, shout out to you. I'm sorry about that. But we tried so hard to make sure everyone was included and on the right list. And
yeah, we pretty much hit zero.
I think we hit zero. I think we got grand.
On paper, we hit zero on paper.
But
there may have been an issue, yeah.
Correct. Like maybe they gave us the pin, but we didn't really hit zero. Yeah, but we got the pin.
That happens sometimes.
We got the pin.
Yeah, so that's what happens before, like, at 4:59 maybe, and then the event started at 5.
Right.
And we were ready to go. So we first went live on Facebook, which I know my mom tuned into.
I saw
and
her.
we did our coaches intros, which we always do, like, normally when we're in front of the crowd, and that's always fun. We have Chris is back for real, full time. He'll be here, and he's coaching 2 elite teams this year, so we're so excited to have him.
Welcome, Chris.
Yeah,
Hall of Famer.
A 2020 Hall of Famer. We also have another 2020 Hall of Famer joining for her first, like, full year, Jess McDonald.
Absolutely.
Who also has
what a great
2
alumni
teams.
member. Yep, awesome.
Yeah, so we were so excited just, like, to introduce ourselves, but this year we didn't say what teams we're coaching, which we usually do because we wanted it to be surprise. So we all were kind of like, and we're really excited for season 11. Yeah. Bye.
Right. And we didn't really say what we wanted to say, but we held it back. We're trying to create surprises, so.
Yeah. So then, though, like, real shenanigans happened. We had 3 Zoom calls at a time to announce all the teams. Right, Lauren?
Yeah, it was 3 at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had, like, one in the lobby, one in the middle, Margie's office, and then one in the back. And they were crazy.
It's
so we
fun.
Decided.
It was so fun. We're both laughing about it right now because that was such a fun memory. I wish everyone could see what was actually going on behind the scenes.
We were like, how do we freak out these kids the most? So we're like, okay, we have to do coaches fake outs.
Yeah.
So we all switched up the coaching staff to, like, admit the kids and wait and check and do the roster check and make sure we had all the right people and to show what team they made. And then once they, like, were all excited, we, like, found out what team they made, we did a coaches swap, like, for their real coaches. So I know for Mini Elite, we had Robbie, Margie, and Amy do the call, and we were all, like, standing on the side giggling.
And then you finally popped on, and they were like, "Wah!"
They were all like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah.
And then me and...
Yeah, talk about you and Allie. You and Allie had a fun one with senior slate.
Me and Allie, we were, like, really comfy in the staff chairs. We had senior slate. We were going through, checking all everyone's name off. We're like, okay, 3, 2, 1, you made slate. Like, everyone was so excited. Like, slate's, like, a super cool team, so everyone was pumped. And me and Allie just didn't get up from our chairs. We were, like, just sitting there clapping, like, yeah, slate. Like, we hijacked it. And Stephanie and Robbie are, like, standing behind us, like, are you gonna move?
I know. Do they ever need to know that we're coaching it, or you just want to, like, show up on Tuesday and coach it yourself?
And then you'll find out. But that was so funny. We, like, forgot to get up.
Yeah, that was funny. I know that on Senior Whites, Sarah joined in from her house. It was cool because everyone, wherever they were, could join in on these. So Sarah, who couldn't come to the gym at that time because she just had a baby, shout out to Kyle. Sarah was on the screen with Dylan and Kyle, and I think even her husband Eric popped on it too. So it was a family affair. We had a lot going on. A lot of parents were involved. It was really fun.
Yeah, it's cool because, you know, we're just rolling with it. So I know people are on vacation and stuff. So it was nice to get to have everyone involved in this, no matter where they were.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, we definitely had to change it up this year. Our whole team reveal is really based on getting everyone in the same room and just shocking everyone at the same time. And that is just, it's inappropriate at this time. So we had to really get creative and figure out a way to do it with the element of surprise, but not everyone was going to be together. So I think it was a bit of a stress for us because it is such an important event that we wanted to do the right way. But, you know, we really have to do everything with everyone's safety in mind. And at the same time, we don't want to have the kids feel like they're missing out on something. This is a big event for us. And we have seniors that are not going to have another team reveal. And we also have new kids that have never experienced one. So the stress of trying to duplicate something that happens inside with hundreds of people, I mean, that was a difficult challenge to really try to do. So that was another stressor too, not just like, the last minute setup, but the actual setup of the event. We had a lot of discussions like, what should it even be? So I think Lee came up with the drive-by just to make it, personal and that we could see everybody eventually. But I definitely think that the Zoom calls helped with that, like, moment of happiness that we weren't going to get to see everybody. Like if we just emailed everyone their team and then said like, hey, come to the team reveal later one by one, we would have missed that like whole moment where everyone got really excited. So I'm really glad the Zoom calls happened before, and then it was like everyone knew what team that they got when they came in, so they knew who their coaches were. They were so excited to see us. And it just worked out really, really perfectly. I'm looking forward to making the recap video so maybe you guys can see a little bit more of what went on, especially those of you that couldn't be there. It worked out really great, and I'm so proud of all of us for pulling it together and really all just like doing the best that we could with the situation. It was awesome.
Yeah, totally. So after our little Zoom meetings, we shifted gears and had a drive-by with optional pictures by Mary Kate, who we shouted out earlier, and we gave out our t-shirts and envelopes because that's a huge part of our team reveal regardless of the year is our envelopes.
Alyssa, can you tell everyone what was in the envelopes, because Georgia got them as well, so I want everyone to know what.
Yeah, they're exactly the same. So there was the one card with your year. So Stephanie and I made a joke. Atlanta's was probably so quick because everyone was first year, but we have 1 to 10 now. Jules is 10th year. So we have 1 through 10. So we're making sure and double checking that. Then you have your team card. Then we have a timeline, which is super cool. That I've never seen that card before, which I was reading the whole time while stuffing them. Of top 11 moments from Star history.
Awesome.
So I think starting from 2001 all the way through.
Cool.
So it was pretty cool. Then we had one with the John Wooden's Pyramid of Success on one side, and then the Starway spelled out like different things that encompass the Starway. And then there was one more.
I think the awards.
Oh, yes. The explanation of the end of the year team awards. The John Wooden Award, the MVP. Those
cool.
ones.
So it gives something.
So it's really cool.
Yeah, I like that card was added. It gives something. It gives the kids an idea of what they're reaching for, basically. So it gives like an extra little bit of motivation for maybe some of those end of the year standout awards. It's just kind of more or less like what we expect a star athlete to look like. So pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. And I know everyone just like rips through it to look for their team card, and I stuff them in the back on purpose. But now that everyone is home and has their cards, I hope everyone looks through them and actually reads them, because they're really, really cool and done very well, and they're all really important things that we try to fill in with our everything outside of cheer.
I think we even laminated some of them this year, so
yes.
Yeah.
Hold on to those.
They
guys.
should last the test of time. A lot of kids, I think, put them on like their bags. Sometimes they put them like you put like a hole in it and then stick it on your backpack. So if this is your first year getting a card or getting your John Wooden Pyramid, you could put it on your backpack and or just keep them in a safe spot. It certainly helps us all feel like we're part of something bigger than just cheer. So it's awesome.
Definitely. So we got our envelopes, and once we really developed our system going through, Stephanie and I walked through our parking lot. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a big circle.
Mm-hmm. It's like a U.
Parking lot. Yeah, so me and Stephanie felt like the workers at Chick-fil-A that walk around and take your order, because we were like, okay, who's in your car? Hold on, let me sift through my pile of envelopes. Let me find it. And it was so cool. The car decorations were unreal.
I loved it. It was great.
Car paint, streamers, letters, stars, balloons. I don't know, how did you guys even drive here?
I don't know how. There was one. I just love doing these little inside information things that no one knows. I forgot whose car it was, but someone tried to get out of their car but couldn't because the decorations were in front of the door, so they locked themselves in with streamers. It was really funny.
Yeah, they were awesome. And they were junior gold. I guess you guys found out what team you were on and you ran outside and wrote it on your car.
It was immediate.
That's awesome.
It was pretty awesome. It was so cool.
It was awesome.
It showed the Star Pride. I loved it. We couldn't decorate the building because we weren't really going inside the building. We were staying outside. But that helped the whole feel of it. It was great. I loved it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I loved it too. It was really cool, and it was really different. And the weather held up, which I was so stressed about.
I know, we were stressed
because
too.
it was supposed to rain really bad here, but it didn't end up at all.
Right. We ended up putting the Star Wall inside the vestibule area. We were going to put it outside, but then I was like, oh no, if this rains and everyone's here. I mean, that would have been a funny memory too, I guess, but I'm glad it didn't.
Yes. Chris and Robbie had a fight with that big Star Wall.
Oh, jeez, what happened?
So I don't know if it was movable, to be honest with you.
Oh, no, that was funny.
Yeah, so we had it was like 2 hours of drive-by, envelope pickup for about half the program, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think maybe even more than that. I think a few more people came. We have a lot of people that drive from far away, so just seeing, like, you know, people literally drove all that way just to get their envelope, take a picture, and go. It shows how much they really do care and want to be part of it, so that was pretty exciting for sure.
And a mix of new and returners also.
Right. I loved seeing
that. So I was happy. For people who it was like their first reveal, still got that feeling. But people I know, like Sammy Edelson came by.
I saw Caitlin Hines, like a lot of kids that have been there for a long time. So it was really special.
Yeah. So that was our different team reveal, but definitely one that I will remember. And one that I think was still really special. And I was sifting through media in the morning. Mary Kate's photos dropped in the Starway media, and I was like, yes.
It was great.
I need to see all these.
Another thing that I had a lot of hesitation about what those pictures would even look like. Like, it's a little bit different. Like, no, you're not allowed to, like, touch anyone. Or, like, it's a very awkward time to be with other people. And then, you know, we want to make sure that we're being safe and everything. So I was nervous that the pictures would look awkward and just not the right way. And everyone, even through masks, you can tell everybody was just so happy and so excited.
Yeah.
So even though you couldn't see anyone's teeth, really,
we were still smiling anyway.
Everyone still was smiling. But I think it was just natural. I think everyone was just so excited to be with each other. I mean, it's just a wonderful feeling to have that community and that excitement level over something, because the past couple of months have been really hard, and all of our kids are looking, you know, they deserve something to look forward to. So I'm glad that we were able to provide that for them.
Yeah, and I know we're going to look back in these pictures with our masks, you know, in a nice big 10 more years, and we're going to be like, remember when we did that?
I know.
We are. We're going to look back and be like, or we're going to be like, I'm so glad we did that. Or like, look at us.
Plenty of events are canceling, you know, around the country at this moment. There's things that are canceling left and right. Simply because I think like the layer that has been added with safety on all of this, that it's just very difficult and daunting to make sure that you're doing everything correctly. You have to follow government orders and health orders, and, you know, it's just like sometimes it's even like morality. It's like, is this right? Is this wrong? But at the end of the day, I think that we really did justice, and we really did make sure that everyone was safe, but they were taken care of, and they were, you know, part of something special. So I loved it.
Yes. So we are moving forward here in New Jersey. We will be moving to our team practices next week, and we are super excited. I can't wait. All right, Lauren, so fill us in on Atlanta. What's going on?
Atlanta has been doing everything possible to make this look effortless. They are stunting currently. They were given the okay by Georgia to stunt. They are doing it with masks, just being as super safe as possible. Of course, their facility is also sports sanied, and they're doing everything they can to be as safe. But those teams look like they've been together for years. So,
phenomenal.
Yeah, it's been an amazing thing to watch from afar. I mean, we obviously are in a different timeline than them, but I cannot believe some of the stuff that they're sending us for like media, and then it's absolutely out of control how good they look, and we are so proud that they're part of our family. And it's just like some gigantic group of like supportive people. Their parents have been supportive of us, and we've been supportive of them. The kids even have like a buddies chat that they have all the time. So they were excited about the teams that we made. I know I'm getting a lot of media from their classes. Lee spent a lot of time designing the same tumble space that we have. We have a rod floor and a tumble track kind of built into the gym. Without digging, he builds up like a deck. So a lot of their parents volunteered to build that, and I've been getting sent a lot of videos from Austin, their awesome tumbling coach, and he's been sending me just stuff that they're proud of. Their classes are filled with a bunch of hard workers, and I honestly could not be more amazed, and it's just mind-boggling to see what they were able to do in such a short amount of time. The coaching staff is phenomenal. We look up to them. They are great at a lot of things. I know that Amanda has been talking to Steph, and they've updated our whole flyer curriculum. Like, it just seems like it works very easily and very naturally. So I just can't wait for us all to be together, to be honest. I know that we had intentions of going to cheer sport and being together. We'll see what happens with that for sure, but I know one day when we all get together, it's going to be insane and crazy. Just the amount of happiness and pride that we all have. It's been a great relationship for sure so far.
Yeah, definitely a light during all
Yeah,
this.
it really has been. So we are just, looking forward to more communication and more connections with them. Hopefully we get to see them soon in person. We'll see what happens in the future. Actually, Alyssa and I are doing this podcast remotely. Like, we're not together. So
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that.
yeah, we're actually not together. So what we're doing is we're really practicing so her guests can be from Georgia and she doesn't have to fly herself down there to do it. So we're really trying to practice right now so we can involve you guys too. Get the inside scoop of ATL, because I only have a little bit of the scoop. I know there's a lot more going on down there, and I can't wait to hear about it for sure.
Absolutely. So you mentioned divisions, and I completely forgot. We wanted to do the official rundown of our Star New Jersey teams, divisions, and coaches. So starting off with the Tiny Twinkles in the Tiny Fundamentals division with Coach Kaylee.
Yay.
We have a Tiny Twinkles mom here.
Yeah, I could not be happier. I actually, again, another little star secret, I coached Kaylee when she was a little kid, and she always was super passionate and super talented. And if I could choose anybody to coach my kid, it would be Kaylee. So I am so happy that it actually is her. I'm so thrilled. She's a great, great part of our staff.
Absolutely, 100%. Now we have the Tiny Sparkles in the Tiny Novice division, just like last year with Coach Ange and Coach Jess. And then we have the Mini Rubies in the Mini Novice division with Coach Kaylee and Coach Angelica. And then I am super excited to announce that we have Mini Elite Neon in the Mini Level 1 division with Coach Kaylee, Angelica, and myself. This is an entirely new division for us. This has been 3 years in the making for this group of kids to become an elite team, and I am so excited. I cannot wait to get started with them.
I think it's something that we don't talk about a lot, but there was definitely a hole at our gym. Basically, we had a lot of really strong senior, junior teams, and then when it came down to the lower levels, we had great coaches and great kids. We just didn't have the numbers that we needed to create.
A lot of interest.
Right. So we started using all of the tiers that the USASF has created between fundamentals, novice, prep, and elite. And I mean, then we started seeing, I guess, like we started seeing it turning around when we had such success with youth level 1. I mean, we had youth level 1 success, and then we were like, okay, well, now we have all these mini kids, and then we can do mini level 1 and have the same success. So it's been an awesome journey. We definitely made a point to expand our younger athlete program. And so anyone that's a part of that should feel super proud of the growth of that and the importance of
Coaches and athletes likewise.
Right. And everyone understands that that's the future of our gym, and those kids are learning at such a young age, and it's just going to be amazing to watch them grow up through the program. So it's great.
Yes, we are so excited about Mini Elite. Next, we have Youth Pink in the Youth Prep division. We are bringing back Youth Pink, which is kind of how I got my start. with Youth Black, and I just know that in 3 or 4 years how those kids can grow and how much they can learn, and it's just so exciting. So welcome back, Youth Pink. Coach Carr and Coach Kaylee are the coaches of Youth Pink. And then we have Youth Black, which is one of my teams. Robbie
Upgrade.
and I coach Youth Black. And Youth Black has an upgrade. We are now Youth 2, which, again, similar to Mini Elite, has been 3 or 4 years in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these things just don't happen overnight. This is our first ever Youth Level 2 team at Star Athletics, and I am just so excited.
Yeah, it's all about that young athlete growth. It's amazing. So exciting. It's a great team put together. I saw them at leveled practices. It's just going to be so awesome to watch them this year.
And then starting off in our junior age category, you have Junior Silver, which is Junior Prep Level 1, coached by Coach Carlena. And then we have back again, Junior Chrome, small junior level 1, Coach Allie and Coach Stephanie. Chrome has been around for a long time, but they took a little break last year.
Yeah.
And Lauren actually coached the
first one. Yeah, we get really attached to these teams. So when they go away, it's like a painful moment. So when they come back, it's just like, oh my gosh. So Chrome. We're so excited.
Yeah. We're so excited. And now we have Junior White. Junior White has been around forever, and actually another star secret. Coach Jess was on one of the original Junior Whites. I don't think they were called Junior White at the time, but she was on Junior 2.
Yeah.
And Coach Sarah was her coach, and now they are together coaching Junior White with Robbie. So it's just like another cool full circle moment.
Yeah. Awesome.
Then we have Junior Gold.
Yeah.
Junior and Medium 3, Coach Lauren, Lee, and Chris.
Super excited that Lee and I have been doing it for a couple years now, but we've added Chris to the team, and it's awesome to have another person just with their insight coming through and helping out with that. So it's going to be really fun to work with the two of them, and the kids are super excited. It's a lot of new kids to the level and new kids to the gym, but that's always so much fun because I feel like they grow the most. Those teams are the ones that really prove themselves throughout the year, so it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of junior white kids moved up.
Yeah, so a lot of new to the level, new to the gym. It's going to be really, really fun.
That's awesome. And now we have back again Senior White, similar to Chrome. We had a year off last year, but prior to that, Senior White had existed forever.
Yeah, it was one of the originals. Yeah.
Yes. On the trivia from what's it?
Yeah, like team bonding. We do trivia.
Team bonding night. Yeah, it was always one of the answers on team bonding night. So Senior White
it's the same thing. We get super attached to these teams. We got rid of it last year. It was hard for us. We've had a lot of success in that division, and now that it's back, it's like we're right where we left off, really. So,
yes, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure you can answer. So. Our emojis, I don't know, this may be for anyone who's like looks at our media, maybe a little confused. We all have like hearts and like colors, and Senior White has a shark.
Okay, it's a funny story. So again, all these things are planned, like a long time planned. So we like go at it for a long time and try to look at things, and I have to plan the media, and I have to plan how we're going to release team names and what they're going to be like, and what they're going to look like. So I make an emoji for each team so the kids can get into it. And they're like, oh, that's my team emoji. And I couldn't come up with anything for Senior White because it was just Junior White had the white heart. Right. And then after that, I was like, what is left? A white box? Like, what are we, the white circle? Like, that's not fun for anyone, okay? So I remember when the team that won Cheersport 2 years ago, they had the theme of the Great White Attack, and they had like that voiceover in there, and they had a lot of good voiceovers that year, to be honest, but Great White just like really stuck with me, and I was like, that's got to be it. And I think Stephanie and I kind of solidified it. We're like, it can't be a white box. That's so boring. Like, I'm not going to make it a boring thing. So it's all about hyping them up and making them feel awesome. And right now we are the Great White Sharkies. So everyone that's on that team, I'm ready for it. We're going to have a great year with Great White.
I love it. It's awesome. All right, back again in the medium senior 4.2 division is Senior Platinum, coached by Stephanie, Dana, and surprise myself. This was a
surprise.
This was a shocker to me. Again, another little star secret. We kind of stick to the same teams that we've coached in the past, but not always. So Lee likes to either call or text, whatever, let us know our coaching assignments a few days before the reveal. And it's like when you get your school schedule in middle school, it's like, what lunch period are you on? In period 6? Are you in period 6 lunch? It's just like to check with everyone. So when I got my text from Lee, I was so surprised. So I was on 4.2 during 3 out of my 4 years as an athlete at Star. So this is like, again, another really cool full circle moment. I am so excited to be on Platinum with Stephanie and Dana, who were both my coaches when I was an athlete at the time. And another fun fact is I competed with Jules, and she is on Platinum still.
Wow, that's awesome.
She was a flyer though, so she was super little. I don't know how she had to be like 10.
Then. Yeah, awesome.
So I'm really looking forward to that. And now we have Senior Slate in the medium Senior 4 division, coached by Stephanie and Robbie. Again, 3rd year with Slate. Super excited for them. Mm-hmm. They were a very full group at level practices.
Yeah,
so.
We have a lot of talent in level 4 for sure. They look awesome.
Yeah, and then we have Senior Black in the small Senior 5 division, same as last year, but this year coached by Robbie and Chris. Little bit of a mix-up on the coaching staff, but again, you guys are set for an awesome year.
I think they've called themselves Black with the Boys. That's like their new thing because there's 2 boys on that staff, and they're very excited about it. So, Black with the Boys, a lot of new kids. It looks like it's going to be an exciting year for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And finishing off, we have Senior Red in the extra small Senior 6 division with Coach Lee and Coach Stephanie, which, again, I know is a lot of returners from last year, which is super exciting. They had a really, really strong bond. So
yeah, they have a good relationship with each other, and they're super nice kids. A lot of them have been here for a while, so
yes. Actually, I know another star secret from Stuffing Envelopes that everyone on Senior Red has been at Star Athletics for at least 3 years.
Oh my gosh.
Which is incredible.
That's what it's supposed to be, right? Like, we're all supposed to, work our way through the system and then get to the highest point, and all of them have done such a good job. I'm going to do a star shout out to Janai because I think that she looks incredible.
Fantastic.
And I could not, when she first came, she had like a tuck, and it was and she was a great kid, but now she's out of control. So good job, Janai. Star shout out.
Yes, absolutely. I 100% agree. She's helped Stephanie a lot with the Flyers program, especially during virtual, and she has grown so much there too. I also have one other star shout out that we talked about while we were doing envelopes for Summer C. This is Summer's 9th season at Star Athletics, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. And this is her first year on a senior team. Yeah. She made senior white this year, and she joined Star Athletics super, super small. I believe started on a mini team and worked her way up. And 9 seasons later, she is on her first senior team. And it just shows a lot of dedication and how long it takes to really get to that point, and it doesn't happen overnight over one season, starting from so young. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Summer.
Yeah, and she's developed so much as an athlete. She's super strong now and can handle
tall.
She's tall. She's just ready, and it's really cool to see. There is a lot that goes into deciding on placements of teams, especially if we have, certain ones in the same level but maybe different age groups, and people might not understand all the time what goes on with it, but there's a lot that has to work out right to, place everyone. Lee says it's like a football team. There's positions for people. There's sizes that have to work. There's stunt positions. There's tumbling positions. There's even non-tumbling positions where you have to be able to be such a good athlete in the other aspects of the team, and it's a lot of work. And to be honest, I think that I'm kind of happy to be done with this part of the season because it's exhausting. Yeah. And it's exhausting for the kids too. They're trying so hard every single night to, be at their best. So now they can finally not relax, because obviously we still have work to do, but it's now the fun stuff for sure. And I'm looking forward to next week.
Me too. I'm so excited to just get started and keep it moving. Mm-hmm. So that was our recap, our kind of end of tryouts, team reveal recap. I'm so happy. This ended up being super long, so hopefully
Was it?
you guys will be listening to the whole thing.
Some of you have really long commutes to the gym. Maybe you could just listen to it on the way.
True, or take a nice long walk or something.
Exactly. Yep, that's right.
We gotta keep moving.
Exactly.
Again, thank you, Lauren, so much for joining me for our first full episode of MatTalk with Star. It has been an awesome one. I had you near top of my list for guests to get this going.
Well, thank you.
So thank you so much for taking time out for me.
Oh, and let's do the last one. The last thing that we should talk about is the GoFundMe link for...
Okay. You want to do it?
I can do it. You can do it. I don't care.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. We have posted a link to a GoFundMe page on our Instagram. It's also on our Facebook, and it is for Stargirl Ava. Ava was part of our program for a few years. She fought cancer once and beat it when she was a very little girl, but unfortunately she just recently was diagnosed again with her second run at this. So she's an extremely tough kid. She has an entire army of people behind her, but if you did not get a chance to see that GoFundMe link, we're trying to make sure everyone knows that it's there and that, you know, that's a good way to support her family at this time. That the only thing that they should really be worried about is, you know, getting her back healthy, and anything that we can do to support her, we're trying our best to do. I know that the coaches sent her some AirPods, and we tried to
hope
help
you're listening,
her.
Ava.
Yeah, and then the cute little light up sign too. So anything that, and I know that a lot of kids were writing notes and, you know, sending pictures and, you know, supporting her in any way possible. We have an extremely strong team of people, New Jersey and Atlanta. And I even wanted to shout out to like the cheer community, because I know that a lot of people on Twitter shared the post, retweeted it. And I think everyone kind of jumps into support mode when, you know, one of our own is affected. So we are wishing her nothing but success with her treatments, and we know that she's going to be strong as ever, and anything else we can do to help her, we want to do that. So please make sure you look at our social media. It's in the link on our Instagram, and you can also go on our Facebook.
Yeah, like we were saying before when we were talking about our cards, there's a lot more to cheer than just cartwheels and arabesque. So it's really a huge community, and I'm really excited to have a voice in this community.
Sure.
Here.
I'm happy that we are able to reach all these people at this crazy time in the world. So
yes, absolutely. So that is all we have for today, you guys. So continue to look for updates on our social media accounts at @star_teamstar and at @teamstar_ATL on Instagram and Twitter, as well as Star Athletics New Jersey and Star Athletics Atlanta on Facebook. That's all we have for today, you guys. So that is Coach Alyssa and Coach Lauren from Star NJ signing off. Bye, guys.
Hi, everyone.